Forrest Molinari. Got the job done. Talk about that match a little bit in the finals. I mean, it was a squeaky there. You were able to get the comeback.
Yeah. I wrestled that girl earlier this year at Pan Am Championships, and I definitely racked some points up on her. She was more prepared this time. I felt like I was hitting a lot of just one pieces instead of full combos in my hand fighting. That's why, not a lot was happening. A couple mistakes here and there, that was probably one of the bigger matches I've wrestled in environment-wise and stuff. So it's all right, we'll just go back to the drawing board, keep getting better going into this Olympic year. But it is good to see that even if I'm not wrestling near 100%, I can still grind it out and get that dub when I need to.
How did the energy feel to you out there? Did it affect you, drive you? I mean, everyone was pretty much rooting against you.
Oh yeah, I'm the bad guy in someone else's house right now. I know that. They're always rooting against me. I definitely tried to put myself in the emotional state that this was the Olympic Games, just to, I haven't been in the Olympics, just to test run it and make myself work through those emotions. Yeah, I felt that energy, because I really put myself in that mind state. So, I mean, I kind of liked, I could hear people rooting against me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the bad guy. What's up? Nothing new, right? So it was good to just test run it and work out a few kinks, and I'll be ready to go next time you see me.
Is it good for you to, in the morning session, you were crushing everyone, tech, and give up points? In this last match, you had to win a defensive sort of struggle. I mean, is it good for you to be able to win it multiple ways like that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I know everyone knows I'm a grinder and stuff, but I do feel like I win matches a lot of different ways. And I am a grinder, but I feel like you end up seeing a lot of different styles. Sometimes I'm shooting a lot, sometimes I'm putting it under me, sometimes I got to win an ugly match, So it's good to be able to do everything. You don't want to be one of those wrestlers who it's like, oh, if it gets tough, they just break. I don't want to have one of those weak spots. So it's good to see that I can win all ways and still stay true to me in the end, just grind out and get those push outs. That's like my favorite part of it. Just knowing that you gave up a push out, I think there's a different kind of pride to it. So it was cool to just go back to what I do best and get the win. But yeah, we just got to clean up some things, keep getting better.
You're a world medalist. You've been on the biggest stages, right? You had a bit of a setback earlier this year, Final X. It's been a few months since then. What are you working on since that moment? The Olympic year's coming up. What's the end goal, obviously? How are you approaching things after that setback?
Yeah, it maybe doesn't look like it as much, obviously, when you guys watch me compete, but I am doing a lot of things differently, and it's really like no stone unturned, This is the last rodeo for me. I got to make this shit happen now. And anything that I was ever turned off to or maybe didn't look at this aspect of training, I mean, I'm covering every basis right now because this is what I want to do. And I know where I stand. Like you said, with Final X this year, go the whole first half of the year, I mean, I'm smashing all the Olympic medalists, all the world champions, back to back to back. I'm beating these girls, or I'm right there with the Nigerian. I think that's the only one I haven't beaten yet. You know what I mean? And I'm right there with her. And so to have such a great start to the year, and then the worst time to have an off night, and that sucks, and that's on me. I need to be maybe more mature in certain things just to make sure that never happens. But yeah, had an off night, wrestled like shit, and had to own that, definitely. And that's hard, but being able to look yourself in the mirror and be real about it, that one was on me through and through. So I can grow from here, and I can keep getting better, and I can be real about the areas I need to improve on, and I can tell that people are studying. It's obvious they're studying what to do with me, and keep studying, because I'm getting better in those areas, and they're not going to be issues anymore.
Talk about representing Team USA. It's a games event, it's a cool environment. But
Yeah.
You've got to do it a few times now. Strap USA across your chest. What does that mean to you?
It's very, I take a lot of pride in that. You guys know I'm a pretty, prideful person and what I want to represent. And I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm going to do me, and kind of like Gilman said in that interview a few years back, you love me or hate me. I don't really care because I'm still doing me. So for me, just repping USA, when they see that singlet and they know my reputation, that's, I guess, just makes me feel good, in a sick kind of way. They're terrified just from the USA singlet, and it's awesome to wear the stars and stripes on the biggest stages in the world's hardest sport, you know, that's really, really special. And I am grateful. I think I've earned my right to represent the USA, but I'm also very grateful for it. So just want to keep doing it at all levels.
What's been the best part about this trip outside of, you know, stepping on the mat?
I've never wrestled at a Pan Am Games, and they really did make it similar to like a mini Olympics is what I've been calling it. And it was really cool to get to experience that environment. It's different than World Championships. I know this is different than the Olympics too. It's its own thing, but it's different. And it was very interesting, just the emotions. It's awesome, even though they're rooting against me, just how like emotional the South Americans are. Like these people just love it in a pure way. So I do really enjoy the energy in here and around the village, and it's just been a cool experience. Nothing like it.
Anything else you want to say? You want to share?
Let's fucking go.